Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we have checked out the action explosive movie from 2009. That is Meltdown. Melty. Oh, I stopped it early because it was awful.
Thank you. You gave us the service there.
So bad.
I like the music in a way. Okay, no, I don't. No. But I was trying to get into it. Meltdown. We're back. No Aaron tonight. Unfortunately, personal family thing came up, so he had to cut out at the last moment. But we're going to soldier on as we do. I feel like many of you perhaps will be melting down about this movie later on. But Spiv, I'm actually excited for your Spivvy Locks section where you tell us whether the plot is too long, too short, or just right. I can't wait for that.
Well, I'm prepared, Chris. I'm prepared.
Okay, good. And the other thing, Lindsay, you brought up, I think, no, that was on a different show we did together, but you said you were like in the Bad Movie Night probation period.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's been more than 6 months now.
So it's like official now?
So we're going to have to let you go.
Yeah,
see you later, Lindsay. Okay.
Finally.
That was that was a lot of effort for that bit I just did, because now I have to edit it and it's two separate audio files,
no.
and it's a pain in the ass. But it was worth it. It was worth it. No, I'm just kidding. We're glad to have you. But yeah, it has been 6 months.
Cool.
But you're gone for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I am gone for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, but
I'll be back.
John Dunning's gonna fill in for you at least next week, hopefully the following week as well. So we will have a full cast, and Aaron will be back, pending. Unless something happens, you know how he is. He's a delicate flower. You know, he could just, never mind. It doesn't matter. Well, we're going to move on. I don't know what we're moving on to, though. We don't have a history hole, and I'm actually just pushing it off because I didn't prepare at all.
We could do premise.
Before that, you're right, AJ. Let's get into a little premise section. Oh, my God. Spiv's texting me messages. He's out on the night. What happened in the middle of the podcast?
He's in the show. And he's texting. What the heck?
I thought I would do it on the Slack so you wouldn't get interrupted.
I will now.
That didn't work.
This is funny.
That's fine. Serenity now. Anyways, AJ, what is Meltdown about?
All right. Meltdown is an action-adventure film about an FBI agent who goes deep undercover to bring down the evil crime syndicates. When his cover is blown, the mob and the FBI want him dead. His only hope for survival is a female agent who is willing to break the rules to help save his life.
Wow.
Outnumbered,
summary?
outgunned, it is a deadly fight to the finish in the 2009 Meltdown. Pile of steaming hot garbage.
Literal meltdown.
Little meltdown. Yeah.
Pretty hard for this guy's awful fucking hair. We'll get into it, people. Get into it, people.
And ill-fitting suits.
People.
Discount Owen Wilson.
We'll get into it.
Discount Owen Wilson. I was going to say Point Break Patrick Swayze, but all right, we'll take that.
I've got a couple things to compare him to, but I'll wait.
There's a lot to unpack with the Meltdown. I really wish Aaron was here.
Some celery.
Yeah. I feel like he would have had some good comments, but it's okay. Thank you, AG. That was a great premise whole section. Now, we are going to take a moment, figure out what's going to happen next. I don't know. And it could be anybody's guess, but we're going to dive into a history hole and find out what the fuck happens. Here we go. Are you ready?
For Aaron's History Hole.
All right, I'll do it like Aaron. I don't know how Aaron does it. All right. Okay, guys. Meltdown from 2009. Directed by one Christopher J. Martin, is a prolific filmmaker who's...
And cinematographer.
And
editor
and
writer,
writer
composer,
and actor, who is literally his only movie is Meltdown. So there's not much to talk about here. I mean, there is a lot to talk about with Christopher J. Martin because of this movie, but he never went on to do anything else.
I wonder why.
It's a shame.
I don't know. Something happened.
I would have liked a scene where he went from here, you know,
Hmm.
how he expands and
He had a meltdown.
grows.
It was all that bleach seeped into his head.
There's all that Robert Cigar.
But this movie does feature one actor known as Joe Estevez, who is currently up to 307 acting credits on IMDb.
Jeez.
Wow.
Rounding
Is he
out,
just claiming some of Martin Sheen's?
I thought about that
They sound so similar.
when I was watching this movie. I was like, what happened here? Because if you shut your eyes, you hear Martin Sheen.
Mm-hmm.
And is it like he's not quite as good looking as Martin Sheen, but is the
He's
world
the
can
poor
only
man's Martin
Yeah,
Sheen.
but this happens
Yeah.
a lot with relatives
East Wing.
of really famous actors. Because
What
like
is the
Patrick Swayze
relation?
has a brother that's in a lot of movies, things like that.
Yeah,
I
everyone
know
has.
I know Tom Hanks' brother does voiceover work for like video games to sound like Woody and stuff like from Toy Story.
Yeah, sure.
But can you imagine, like, that literally is like, oh yeah, I'm just the worst version of my brother.
So was
Like, in
Martin
professional
Sheen
art.
Chris, you're
Martin
familiar with that.
Estevez at one point?
Yes, that's
And
why
then-
Emilio
So
Estevez
Charlie kept
his.
Sheen, but Emilio went with Estevez.
Yep.
And then Joe Estevez is his brother.
Yeah.
Whew.
And
And then
then
there was Mighty Ducks, and there was all downhill from there.
Look, Joe Estevez.
isn't Nicolas
Okay,
Cage,
I'm not gonna
like,
say anything.
related
Joe
to them, too?
Estevez is a person.
Isn't
It's
Nicolas
just-
Cage like removed family, like cousin or something to the Sheens?
Oh, I
He
think
was
you're right,
he's
yeah.
related to the Coppolas.
Okay,
Oh,
maybe it's the
that's what it is,
Coppolas.
yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
So, like I said, movie stars Joe Estevez and Robert Zidar. Yeah, he's in this and he goes for it, and we'll get into all of that. But, Lindsay, did you have anything you wanted to talk about with 2009?
I
thought you were looking
can
something up.
talk about some of the movies that came out that year to kind of refresh
okay.
what else came out when this did.
Okay.
We've got Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Bastards.
The fun
That's
one.
probably my favorite movie of his, maybe.
Mhm.
Really?
It's pretty good.
I don't
We
know.
have-
Like,
really
what do you
good.
think is better?
Jackie Brown.
I love
Pulp
Jackie
Fiction.
Brown.
Oh, Jackie Brown.
so
Never mind. Jackie
much.
Brown's so much
I
better.
love Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown's like a real movie, unlike. Okay, it's controversial. I don't think.
Let's not talk
most-
about him.
Yeah. I just want to talk about him.
We have
Good movie.
Orphan, the horror movie.
That's a
with,
good movie.
uh,
That's
yeah,
surprisingly
that's
good.
adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a sequel coming.
Is there?
A prequel.
That's cool.
Prequel.
Oh, prequel.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
We have X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Hot
Is
garbage.
Bacon gonna be in it? I hope so.
No,
Oh.
that you're thinking of Days
First
of
Class.
First Class. Days of Future First Class. I don't know.
Days of First Class.
I've never even
It's
seen
a,
it.
it's a movie blue cell.
I've never even seen it.
The Human Centipede first sequence.
I like the first one.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly well made.
The Friday the 13th remake.
Where
Came out in 2009.
doesn't he have like a marijuana farm or something, and that's why he kills people? I don't remember. It's something like that. I'm not even kidding. It's something like that.
Wacky weed.
One of the most depressing movies ever made, The Road.
It's a good movie.
Oh yeah.
That movie
Yeah.
was so bad
John
compared
Hillcoat,
to the
right?
book, but yeah.
The
It's
book
not that
is
bad.
really good.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I've read the book and it's good, but the movie I thought was good too.
Yeah, the movie's just toned down.
Until you get to
Obviously.
Guy Pearce at the end with like
The
his
pirate
fake
look.
teeth or whatever.
They cut out like the eating the baby scene, but that
They
makes
cut out
sense
the
to me.
cannibal.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit in the book. But that's
You know, they
that's
filmed a
pretty
lot of that in PA. I think we talked about this before. I always feel like we talk about the
Look,
same things.
Viggo Mortensen, fantastic in it. Charlize
Yeah.
Theron, fantastic in it. When she leaves, broke my heart.
Yeah. I think they had a lot of issues
Or
making
fill up
that
that
movie.
bathtub.
Fill up the bathtub, drink that bath water. How long is that bath water going to be good for in that tub?
Not
Not
long.
very long.
Can't
If you don't
no.
take a bath in it, it should be good for a long
You
time.
get that
When will- yeah,
awesome
but you
opening
It gets
sequence.
stagnant.
Scum. Milk, not milk scum. Molds. What is it called? What am I looking for?
I have no idea.
Algae?
Mildew?
Mills. Yes, mildew, Spiv. You can't
No,
drink that
it's-
shit.
It's tap water. It's got chlorine in it.
Does it really? Fluoride? Making all the
It
frogs
keeps-
gay
it
or whatever
keeps
that
the,
shit does?
Keeps the germs down.
Is that what Alex Jones says? It does stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot he said that.
Yeah, he's an idiot. Shocker. Shocker, Alex Jones is an idiot.
That's all the movies I've got.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
bunch of big ones, but those are the only interesting ones I plucked out.
Well,
McCarthy, man.
Cormac McCarthy, Blood Meridian. That was a movie that never got made, but should be made. It's a great. book.
Well, what's the guy that stars in
Yes.
127 Hours?
James Franco tried to make it. Yeah.
He's made a couple of his movies and ruined them. I don't know if you know that, but he's successfully made 2 Cormac McCarthy movies that were just god awful pieces of shit. But yeah, he's tried to make Blood Meridian and they wouldn't let him, so that's good.
I haven't. I listened to Blood Meridian, but I read The Road, and I was surprised by how simple his writing was. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like his story, yeah.
I really liked No Country for Old Men. Also, that's
Oh,
a really
yeah.
good book, and
Yeah.
the film was amazing too. So.
Now, on the other end of the spectrum, these are some tangentially related movies, like Soul Taker.
There is no stairway to heaven.
Starring Dario Argento.
Starring Joe Estevez.
Look at that. Oh, it's got a fucking vortex in it. That's
a
hardcore.
I thought it was a
lot of
CD.
pull quotes.
Very intriguing.
There is no stairway to heaven.
All these pull codes mean the
more
movie is hot garbage.
consistently
Right?
presented than ... Ghost.
Oh shit, that's not good.
So many ellipses.
All right, here we go. 4 teenagers are killed in a car accident. 2 of the teenagers refuse to go with the Grim Reaper, and a race between life and death ensues.
So it's like Final Destination, kind of.
Yeah, in 1990 though, so
cool.
Devon
I like
Sawa.
how they just refuse. Like, it's very teenagery. Like, no, I'm not going.
like I'm totally not doing that right now. Okay.
I'm
You come
busy.
back later.
Yeah, my kid is like 9, 10, and she's like already a teenager. She like got so much attitude. Who do you think you're talking to? I'm a fat middle-aged man. Show me some respect. God. All right, sorry. We also have the Casper Van Dien movie Meltdown.
Yeah, there were
Days
so
of
many
Destruction.
So many
meltdown movies on
meltdowns.
Tubi.
Yeah.
It's confusing. There's like a Jet
I
Li
was
one,
hoping
right?
I had the wrong one when I started.
Me too.
Yeah, Casper Van Dien, quite the feast for the eyes.
Yeah.
Period. Not great actor, but I love him anyways. Meltdown, Days of Destruction, the 2006 TV movie. Despite scientist Nathan's warnings, probably Casper Van Dien, his boss continues an experiment meant as publicity for a satellite firm, exploding an asteroid.
Oh, no.
Instead, it splits, and a major piece the size of Iceland changes course to Earth. And then it goes on for 5 more sentences that I'm not reading. I assume that shit's going to Earth and bad stuff's gonna happen, and only scientist man Casper Van Dien can stop it with his rugged good looks. Yeah. Meltdown.
He'll melt my
Hot
heart.
scientist.
Melt my heart. That was good, AJ. All right, we got 2 more. The Time Machine I found at a yard sale.
Oh
which-
my god, I've seen clips from this.
That looks
That
very
looks
low
good.
budget.
Isn't it 100% green screen?
Oh my god.
Why are we not?
That
What?
picture
We're
definitely
gonna do a bad
is.
If
movie
the
now,
poster
AJ.
is, yeah.
Robert Moore, Johnny James Gatehouse, buys a box at a yard sale that turns out to be a time machine. He travels to the future, rescues a slave named Sheba, and together they go on many futuristic adventures.
Many.
Sounds so fun. I love futuristic adventures.
I find a time machine.
Oh man.
I rescue
Does
a
it have
hot
Guy
chick.
Pearce as well?
Hijinks
'Cause
ensue.
I'd watch that.
I saw that movie in the theater for some reason.
Oh
That
my
Guy
god. Talk
Pearce
about the
time.
biggest letdown in the world. I was,
Was
so
it?
pumped. I was like, oh man. Guy Pearce, Time Machine? How could they go wrong?
Actually, pretty easily.
Apparently, yes. Some really shitty CG.
All
Good
right.
time.
And one more. Not Another B Movie. I think these are all just starring
God.
Joe Estevez or Robert Zadar.
David Faustino, Aaron
Lloyd
Moran.
Kaufman.
I think half of her shirt is missing.
I hadn't
I
noticed,
think it's
Spiff.
more
Oh,
than half.
I hadn't noticed, Spiff. I am a man of culture. An adept spoof of cinema's behind-the-scenes experiences. Not Another B Movie combines frightening and disgusting zombies with frightening and disgusting hack directions to tell a hilarious story.
Huh.
Ed Asner's in this too, apparently.
I
Ed
see that.
Asner?
Oh yeah, there he is.
Oh my god.
Edward Asner.
Your dogs did not enjoy this movie.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on downstairs right now.
Yeah, you
There's-
may need
there's
to
a
go put
bear. It's okay.
whatever movie you have on for them back on.
We
Feel
usually
like it
put on
stopped.
Art Bell
Well, it's not
for
working
them
tonight.
to listen to.
Anyways, that's gonna do it for the history hole. I tried. I don't know what else to tell you. I
think
literally
you did a
spent
pretty good
Chris,
job.
12
Chris, for
seconds
throwing that
preparing for
in
it.
last minute, that was very good.
Oh, thank you, Spiv. I appreciate that comment. We're gonna move on because we do have a lot to talk about with Meltdown. Here we go. Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Meltdown. Is everybody sufficiently melted?
Oh yeah.
After watching this movie, yep.
Yeah, my brain is melting.
All right, so Rebecca, what did you think of the Meltdown?
See, my brain
That
is
good, huh?
melting.
That good.
The acting was terrible and not in a fun way. It was edited in a weird way. The sound was awful. It was bad. It was really bad.
Big fan is what I'm picking up. What you're laying down here. I can read between the lines. Biv, J. Martin Jr.
Chris, yeah, everything Rebecca said, plus they filmed it with a webcam, and
It was a Nokia, like Irene said.
it was a Lumia 810. What was it in 2009? No, I was not a fan here, Chris. And the Goldilocks test, the plot was fine, but it should have been in like an hour and 10 minutes, not an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha. AJ.
Yeah, to piggyback on that, I was a little shocked by the runtime of this. When I thought the movie was coming to an end, I paused and I realized I was only halfway through. So I was not a fan of this. It was a hard watch. Would have been more suited for the Bad Movie Night TV show, is what we said. Yeah.
Lindsay.
While I could appreciate the levels of incompetence in this thing and enjoy some of that, like everyone else said, it was way too long. I started falling asleep at the end because it just wouldn't fucking end. But there were some highlights in it that I did very much enjoy on a bad movie level, but overall it's hot garbage.
is hot garbage worse than regular garbage?
Yeah.
The
It
smell
smells
of
weird.
hot
It's on
garbage.
fire.
Does it
Does
smell
me.
worse?
Smells worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You
Like
guys.
imagine your trash can sitting out in the
Think of like the
summer
last
sun.
presidential election. Yeah.
Not a
I'm
political
sorry.
show.
I'm
Not a
sorry. I
political
went too far. I apologize to our listeners.
This movie is made by a delusional narcissist and is inept in the best ways. This movie is a golden goose in such ways as a Neil Breen style movie, your Troll 2s, your Rooms. Not those, because those are well known, but the obscure ones. This is the kind of movie I actively search out and try and find because they are perfect to riff on and have a great time with your friends.
Oh, yes.
Every scene has something ridiculous and fun and stupid about it. And what's so good about it for me is how serious that this guy thought of a movie he was... I don't know if I'm phrasing that right. This guy thought he was making a good movie. And it's... The cues here are so easy. Like, I'm just going to play a clip, and it kind of sums up his narcissism.
Veteran of the elite Delta Force. Decorated war hero. 3 Purple Hearts, 1 Bronze Star, 1 Silver Star, and awarded the Medal of Honor for saving your platoon in an ambush in Desert Storm. You usually have to die for one of those.
But that's how all these movies are.
That's
like,
why, yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
like Neil Breen, John DeHart,
Yep,
they always
yep,
have
yep,
some other characters saying how fucking awesome and
'cause they're
cool
narcissists.
they are.
They're narcissists who think they're something special, and so they fund these terrible movies to make them glorified in a way.
The only thing that was special about that scene was the air conditioner running. Like all I
Oh,
could
that's the
hear.
only scene.
The
Yeah.
sound in this movie drove
It's
me
so
insane.
There is no sound.
Like
It's like
the
on camera
background
sound.
Yeah, there's
noise
no boom
and
mic stuff. Yeah.
it was just
What are you talking about? Listen to this restaurant scene.
Hey,
Hi, Johnny.
how you doing?
I'm good.
You look stunning as ever.
Thank you. You look handsome yourself. As always.
That was some good audio.
That's amazing.
And that's supposed to be some nice fancy restaurant, but you can tell it's a restaurant in a mall.
Well, it's fancy
Well,
to some people.
If they filmed half the movie in an old school or something. What?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, we got to talk about the school at some point.
So, but I feel like we missed the opportunity on doing a really good bad movie night episode
Yeah, I know,
because
that's what I
there's
was
so
thinking.
much riffing you could do in this thing.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Because watching this by yourself is not as much fun as watching
Exactly.
this with other
No,
people.
This is
Yeah.
definitely a
Exactly,
group
yeah, yeah.
dynamic.
There's
for
no one
sure.
to say, "Are you seeing this shit?"
Right?
Can you believe they just put that in the movie?
I wouldn't say like I liked the movie, but I enjoyed the experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's something, man.
It is something.
Oh,
It's
Robert
something.
Zadar.
It's something.
Robert,
He-
see,
Robert
He's-
Zadar,
he is
when
the
he
best thing in
started
this.
singing on the piano,
That was the best
Gold.
song of the whole movie.
Right?
That was the best scene of the whole movie.
Lexus and Miranda.
hold on, I have it. I just need to find that because it's just so.
I think
Hold
it
on.
sums up the movie very well.
No, not Shadar. But
But
what were
you know that
saying?
scene was not in the script. That scene
Oh,
was
no.
not.
Oh, he
it was
improv
he
that
sat
whole
down,
down.
at the time off that they had a break, and he
Yeah.
started playing it and singing it, and the guy's like, "Oh
Those
fuck, we should put that in the
actresses
movie."
were Alexis and Miranda, and
How did they get up on the piano though? It's like it's an upright piano. And they're
Yeah,
sitting
they
on
had
the
to
top.
have
It's a
help
little
getting up
dangerous.
there. And
It's
then
a
when he
weird
stopped
angle.
swinging their legs, and I'm
be
like, "This
filming
is
that.
so bad."
All right, here it is. I did finally find it.
We've already said Matthew Lexus, unmanned. My girl, at least you didn't touch the piano. What's up?
Zadar.
Don't.
Dude,
touch
this
the
movie
piano.
honestly gave me a new appreciation for Zadar. This dude fucking was awesome. He went
was
for
great.
it. Like, this
Yeah.
is the shittiest of movies. Everyone can
How-
just phone this shit in. But he was like, no, I'm Zadar. I'm fucking awesome.
how close to his death was this movie?
Pretty close, I
It's like
think.
That's
4
what
or
I-
5 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
He deserved better than this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he got
Yeah.
some stuff. Look at the shot. Like, what is this shit?
Well, in that same scene, there's a girl sitting, and they're like painting across,
what
and then
he's
she looks at the camera and realizes, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to move."
There was a couple scenes like that where they're just talking and they forget lines and they keep going anyway. It's just like, this is
so
great.
bad.
It's great.
The lackeys, like all the
The lackeys are amazing.
low level goons are like 65-year-old men,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
And they're all
if you're-
wearing jeans.
Yeah.
And white
all of them,
t-shirts.
all of
If
them.
you're a
White
like
t-shirts.
if you're a 65-year-old man and you're still bottom tier goon, like you have not been doing this shit. Right? You
Right.
should be leveling up. You should be getting promoted, right?
And the
Hey,
clothes they're
work-
wearing are not are like I said, white t-shirts,
White t-shirts
and
and
like
Hawaiian shirts.
tiki shirts. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like what?
Well, I'm
what is
pretty
this?
sure that everyone just wore their own clothes. There was no
Yeah.
costuming
yeah.
department.
His American Eagle
Yeah.
shirt for half of the movie.
Yeah.
Well,
The
I
white
think the
shirt
main
was-
glitter
character's
shirt.
wardrobe was like some of it reminded me a lot of like Steven Seagal, like
Yeah.
with the neckline and the cutoff and everything.
Oh, it was very 2009 with like the
Yeah.
like Ed Hardy
yeah
type
yeah.
of
If you
shit.
if you watch it close too, you can tell what scenes they film what days because they wear the same shirts. Like the American Eagle shirt is like back to back through X scenes because that's what he was wearing that day when they're filming. There's no
Yeah.
consistency to it.
I like how you say they were filming, like it wasn't just him setting up the camera on a
and running
The
tripod.
guy.
Oh man.
I like how he got like his uncle to be like a drug runner.
Oh my god.
Grandma's
what-
in grandma's house, the dishes
What,
behind
right?
them.
what was the
Yeah,
point of
dies-
this whole scene?
Dies in front of that nice china there.
I swear everything was there.
I like the scene
Don't
where
fuck with me.
Zadar's going in with the gangs to rob the convenience store, and they're just like in the parking lot, with their guns out, and cars are driving by. Can you imagine watching people film this? It's like these
Right.
guys with their guns in public.
Well, half the shit they do is in broad daylight, and it's
That's what I
like
mean.
this is a small
Look at this.
town. Obviously, a small town. It's not the big
Dude.
city.
It's Bay City,
That
Michigan.
scene cracked me up. Zadar getting at, and he's like, "Oh, my arthritis," or something like
That was like a guerrilla shot because you can see him shooting through the window and it looks
Yeah.
shitty.
Yeah,
I was like, get out of the car. We'll shoot this real quick. There's so many of these like guerrilla shots.
they did have a dolly though, and they used the dolly well when they had it. Like in the convenience store when they pan across and everyone's like
Oh, across all
placing in
the
the
aisles.
aisle.
Yeah.
And in the
Oh,
shootout
yeah.
scenes, they use it outside with their panning. They do these long, continuous pans, and that was nice to get.
The shootout scenes.
Yeah, should we talk about the 27 shootout scenes?
the like 20-minute long shootout scenes.
Oh, that's the wrong one. I'll get to that. Sorry. I can't. There's so many. I mean, so
There's
many
so
clips.
much.
Are we just watching the whole movie?
There's so many times like the squibs would go off and you could see them through the shirt. And
That's why I wanted white shirts.
Or
on,
they
right?
would get shot and like react, but there wouldn't be anything on them to react to.
oh, Chris, do you have the clip of the one guy who got shot in the doorway? And he like had an extra pause and was like,
Oh, yes,
and then
I
spit the
do.
blood out. Yeah.
I named it.
his Oscar death.
I think I have it. I think it's this one. This was my favorite.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh,
that
look
guy
at
with the
this.
Hawaiian shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. Watch this, and then this guy. He's like, "Ooh,
Oh,
I think
it's
I'm
like,
dying."
That's like a 60-year-old man.
I
Yeah,
know.
he really
it's
is
his uncle.
dying.
He didn't want to break a hip.
Heart attack.
No, I don't think. Oh, yeah, he got me.
Oh, it's in my mouth.
God.
It's
Where
in
did he
my
get?
mouth.
Where did he get all these old white men to be his goons? Like, did he just go to like
They're
the
his family.
retirement community?
Did you see the
All of
cast
them?
list?
There's
There's
like
like
30
80
of them. It's
people in it.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they're all
They-
middle-aged men.
They're executing guys with holes already in their shirts, like exactly where the
Right.
blood's gonna
I
spray.
know. It's like
It was-
when we
it was the
execute people, we
second
shoot them in
take.
the chest, not the head, right?
Who was that lady with the shaved head?
The tattoos on her head.
Hey, she was interesting looking.
She was like the one
It was a look.
character that I could like see
Remember?
in a movie like this. Like,
Yeah.
Dragon.
And the guy who played Dragon,
Yes.
with the
those
with
sunglasses. Oh my god.
man.
he spoke in black and milds.
Yeah,
Just like laughing. The poor man's cigar.
But
I'm
that
like, what
kind
is
of
this?
character, you want him to be like scary and terrifying and just like crazy, you know? And this guy was like your uncle.
Whoa.
He shot everybody.
This was Farmer Joe that
Did
hangs
you
out
not
at the
see him at the
McDonald's
gym?
drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Look at the tat.
I think he's probably the guy that financed the movie too.
Probably.
He looks like
It
the
could
type.
be.
He had a
He
sweet
had
tattoo.
an earring.
That's why he's called the dragon, because he had that tattoo.
And his cane had the They had to keep showing. He had to hold it right in front of his face.
Yeah.
Like, remember, I'm the dragon.
His acting was pretty
Do you
terrible
have the
at
scene
times.
where they were coming down the
Pretty
steps
horrific.
and it's just all creaky stairs the whole way?
My theory is that he just has dementia, and like all these women around him are just like actually his nurses, and because they keep showing like women with him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like also Robert Zadar is constantly in this, which looks like a music room at like
Yeah, like a
there's a staff
schoolhouse.
there on
school.
this
Historic
chalkboard.
schoolhouse.
Maybe it's next to the courtroom that was also the office of the
Right.
FBI guy.
Well,
Probably.
Because before, what's his name? The main guy. I don't even remember his name. Johnny Boy.
Owen Wilson.
Johnny Boy.
Yeah.
Johnny Boy. They say to go to see Crazy Eddie, who is Robert Zadar, and introduce yourself. But they say go to club something. But he goes to that school.
That's
Like
the club.
that's supposed to be a
That's the club.
club.
Yeah, it's a clubhouse.
In a small town, you get what you get.
This is the club. Robert Zadar's hanging out. He plays
I
piano
like how it's
there.
like focused on the back wall there.
It was so
Oh
weird.
my god.
There's many scenes where like Zadar's talking and the focus is like on the wall behind him.
Yeah.
Like they're not even in focus.
Oh, and then he'd get up and walk like directly at the camera.
Well, because
and
I'm
just block
sure
the whole scene.
if the main guy was in the shot, there's probably nobody behind the camera.
Yeah,
No.
probably.
Yeah.
It might be something like that.
So
Passion
pl-
project.
This is a passion. So the plot for this thing starts out introducing Dragon, who is a notorious drug overlord of the city. That the FBI or whatever these people, local,
FBI.
Dragon.
but they're also local police or something, I don't know, are trying to infiltrate and take down. And only one man, Joe Estevez recommends, is Johnny Boy, which this obviously is the face of a hero.
Oh my god. He looks like a hobbit on human growth hormones.
I thought at first he had the first time I saw it, I thought he had a wig on.
I thought so too.
He clearly dyed
is
his
it
own
not a
hair
wig?
for this
He
movie.
also looks like that Fraggle.
Fraggle.
Wembley, is that his name?
Yes.
Do not
God.
equate. Fraggles are awesome. Do
They
not.
are awesome. But he looks like the Fraggle.
I don't want to like make fun of
Dragon.
somebody's looks, but
I
like,
know. It's
what is
just,
going on here? Like,
It's
this
a
is
lethal
not.
killer, Chris.
Well, and
He
his
needed,
suit was like 6 sizes
never
too big,
fit.
and
Yeah.
So he is infiltrating a gang, which I'm okay for. Like, this storyline is stupid and simple, and I'm here for it. But the first thing they do is they go out on a run, and the first thing he does is murder
as a cop.
innocent
Murder
guys.
somebody.
As a cop. I thought when that happened, he was going to get up and be like, it was faked or something. But it's like, no, he really killed the guy as a cop.
yeah, I
I'm like,
wrote
what?
that down.
I didn't
Like,
understand that.
can a cop kill someone while they're undercover? Is that a? I guess.
There's some plot holes. There's some plot
It's
holes.
ripped from today's headlines.
There's no empathy then. Like, there's no empathy for our main character. Like, and there's no discussion about like, oh, this old innocent guy was killed. Like,
Right.
nothing. And
Yeah, nothing.
He's supposed to be the moral compass. And the reason I
as long
say
as
that,
they get the dragon at the end.
but it's not even about just that, Spiff,
Ugh.
because there's some, shady shit going on with the police chief and stuff like that by the end.
Yeah.
So it's like our hero needs to be completely morally on the good side of things. And the first fucking thing he does is shoot an old innocent man who just has a pawn shop.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
so stupid. Like, if I wrote the
The writing's
script,
terrible.
would you not think about that? Like, that's the most
He's
obvious.
got to
of
prove
things.
himself.
I mean, honestly, as soon as they said that character's name was Dragon, I was like, this is written like by like a 12-year-old or something.
Well, some of the
you know?
lines, oh my god, when he's sitting in the
Christopher
FBI
J.
chief's
Martin, AJ.
office and he's telling Johnny Boy what to do. He's like, get a good night's rest, get a piece of ass, and
Yeah.
And be ready.
and be
He's like, I
ready.
would have get that piece of ass, right?
I'm like, what?
I'm
the
gonna go work on that right
fuck?
now.
Yeah. It's
And then he
so
goes to the shooting
cringy.
range, meets the damsel.
I like Robert Zadar's also monologue about that.
I have a headache. Do me a favor. Take Maggie and Lexus. Jerk off. Go get laid. Borrow 100 from Rocco. I need a moment. Would you please leave? And I love you. Go now.
Jerk off and go get laid.
I don't know.
Just to make sure you're.
Would you please leave? And I love you.
But he delivered it really well.
He sold it 100%.
Like nothing in this movie is serious. The chief of police, this is him in this red suit.
In a red suit. He looks like he sells used cars.
Right?
He probably does.
He probably does.
He was giving me really strong Hugo Weaving
Definitely.
vibes.
Mr.
He was like,
Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Now
He
that
was
you
trying
say
to be
that,
the
I didn't
Agent
think about
Smith
that.
thing. Mm-hmm.
Before the Agent Smith thing was. Wait, no, this was
Yeah,
this was
2009.
10
How was
years
this?
after.
I'm shocked. Then we should have had our Matrix scene. We didn't even get that.
So like,
That's what that old man was trying to do, but he just couldn't get there.
Dodge the bullet.
this was made in 2009, but they like bought some high cameras from like the late 90s for some
Yeah.
reason
Oh my
and shot this
God.
thing on video. It looks so
It was
bad.
bad. No lighting or anything.
terrible.
Zero lighting.
Oh, the
Especially
lighting
to get
in
that
the
strip
warehouse was
scene.
so
In the what is it, in the
And-
limo?
Are they in the party bus there? Like,
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
not a
that's
strip
ridiculous.
club. That's a party
No,
bus
that is
with
just
a
a party
I like-
bus that they
I like
parked
how you
on the
can-
street.
you have
You
the
can
diesel
see out-
motor running the whole time.
You can see outside the window, and they're parked in like front of like a townhouse complex or
Right?
something. That's like where they live. And they're filming.
Well, they had to rent that, and they did it for trailer purposes, right? Like,
Oh,
what
that
else?
was
is-
Robert
that
Cesar's
scene.
trailer during.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm betting that this guy either owns or knows someone that has like a limo rental company. Because there's that
Yeah,
limo
because
at
they
the
had
beginning,
They had a
too.
couple
that limo
cars.
at the beginning.
Mhm.
That's true.
They drove around
Maybe
that
it's
Cadillac,
maybe this
too.
they partly produced the film.
Like, I want to say, some like there's a lot of lines in this movie that are tongue in cheek.
That turkey can sing, but he's also roasted. Burn, bitch, burn.
That was ad libbed.
Oh, yeah.
That was so bad.
Yeah. And I was thinking like those guys are like all the top like brass of this organization, and they're all at a
Yeah.
murder scene together, laughing after the car just blew up. Like that's kind of like a stupid thing to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like
Yeah, that's
Writing's
something you
just so
send a
stupid.
low-level guy in to take care
Yeah.
of, and
you're
you
not
don't.
going to be there doing that. Yeah.
You don't get
There's
that
no more
blood on your
low-level
hands.
guys. They shot all the low-level guys.
They,
Not
they
at
all
that
they all
point
went
in the
into
movie.
retirement too early, like because they're so old. Like, they have to go get some new ones at the
I
home.
think how he pushes the button twice.
That was cool. Explosion.
Yeah, I mean it's not cool.
It
But
has
at least they
moments.
went
Their
for
buddy
it.
worked
Yeah,
at the
Not
junkyard.
cool.
they went for it. They have squibs. They have explosions.
They just went for everything. That was the problem. It's like an epic 2-hour unnecessary film.
Yeah, you can summarize the plot in about 2 sentences.
I would say it's kind of like a crapshoot. It's like shooting turkeys. That's a Zadar line. I don't know. Some of these shootouts.
God.
Warehouse.
I do like.
Did you like when he ran across the scene and like shuffled his shoulder to not get shot and then hid behind a cardboard box?
Some of them
You
are
gotta do
so,
both.
they're so long, the shootout scenes. Like
Yes.
the end, they did the shootout scene twice. So like one crew came in, now we gotta wait and watch the end of the movie again as the 2nd crew comes in.
Well, that's
It's
what
just
the
like,
audience is there for.
That's
AJ.
when I started falling asleep.
They
Yeah.
they had to shoot Crazy Eddie and then they shoot the dragon.
Look. I am honestly shocked by the restraint Christopher Martin showed, because he sets up that he is like this woman who is 20 leagues out of his league. I don't know what I'm saying. 20 times out of his
20
league.
leagues under the
He,
sea.
he even has every character say how hot she is.
Yeah.
Yes, every character says how hot she is, but she's into him. I was waiting for the sex scene where he got to feel her up. And it never came, and he never kissed her. So
Yeah, they never did.
That's true.
Neil Breen doesn't even
They
do
went
that. He
out to
fucking goes
coffee.
for it with these women.
Right?
That's true.
They set her up as being like a superior cop to him,
Uh-huh.
but then she just
Yeah.
gets captured and is the damsel in distress at the end.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a hero, Spiff. He's a decorated 24 Purple Hearts. All right. You got 24 of those.
Usually you gotta die to get those.
I like during every gunshot scene like this one. Look at where that fucking spray.
It's not even landing on the gun.
It's up
Oh
there.
That's amazing.
And it's every
Well,
gunfight is like
He
that.
always flinches, like when they're at the gun range. He's like flinching every time he shoots. It's
I
like
thought they were actually
Oh
shooting.
no.
you're
Oh,
how
There's
no.
blanks in
trained.
some of them, yeah.
Yeah. Some
It
of it's
sounded
yeah,
like
like
real.
this scene. Like some of this is pretty competent. Like
Yeah.
they had a lot
Yeah,
of
how did
like
they do
they
that
put
car
holes in the
shot?
car. Like I was
Yeah,
like,
and
wow.
behind them in the wall
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
I was like, for this thing, wow.
That's what I'm saying. This guy believed in this project. It's so sincere, which is why it is so entertaining in a bad way.
Should we talk about the music?
All right, I'll play a clip of some music. Oh, wait, do I have music? I don't know if I do.
There was the one action scene where like the CD track ended and it just went on to the next song.
Oh wait,
You
are
guys
you talking
notice
about?
that?
Are you about Whole Lot of Love at one point? They try and play
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
All right, here it is.
You been fooling!
That's some shitty Whole Lot of Love.
There's a moment
So
where that
bad.
like just stopped and another song started and it was still going. And it's like,
Well, because
oh.
the
That's
main
right.
character and then the guy who plays Kelly did the music
Right.
together.
Mm.
But
Don't
then
forget
there's
the ending credits song too.
Oh.
I have that
gosh.
too. All right, here we go.
I hear him coming. I hear him coming. I hear him coming.
Nothing,
God.
nothing beats the Casio orchestra stab.
Oh my god.
It is.
There was that scene where it was like they were playing Stings over and over again, just like on a loop. It was
I loved it.
nuts.
Robert Zadar gets it. He sounds like Chewbacca. I gotta play it. We have so many clips. I'm sorry. We're gonna do it anyways.
God,
It's just all
Zadar's so
patty.
good.
What did he say?
Zadar.
He was speaking Italian, I think.
The gunshots are so goddamn loud in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have another clip. Sorry, it's my
Why don't you
favorite.
set up this clip, Chris?
It's okay. Let's just erase here. This is my favorite scene in the movie. It adds a lot to the storyline. Here we go.
I was cracking up when he couldn't put the phone
Couldn't
down.
get the phone.
Are we
I
talking
like
about
that
why
he
there's
had
like
a variety of beverages. Just
Yeah,
in
you
case
had a
someone
full
wanted something
cooler
to
in
drink.
there.
must be the old school. They're all in this building.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
It's a movie, guys.
Another one of
Like-
my favorite Zadar lines. Well, he has a couple great lines, like one-liners. But when they have Johnny Boy come in because they're gonna drug him because they figured out he was an agent or that he
yeah.
was dating the agent. He's like, "You're family now, Johnny Boy. It's like Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family." Like what the fuck? And then he's got his Monopoly line.
What is this?
Oh yeah, he's
It's Monopoly time. I'm Boardwalk.
There's one
And then
about
they go
like
into the shootout.
there's one about Superman that I thought was pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Oh yeah, here
oh
this
yeah,
one. I have it.
folding.
You go right ahead. Your law enforcement career will fold faster than Superman on Laundry Day. You won't be able to get a job as a school crossing guard.
Is that a threat, sir?
Does that even
That's pretty good.
mean?
Does that mean?
You know what it means, fucking spiff. I like. Okay, so Johnny Boy is pining for this other fellow woman, and they do the shooting range thing, and she's into him. So she's like, "You can buy me dinner." So then he says, "Okay, I'll pick you up at 7." And then the next scene, they're
meet
at the
at the
restaurant, and he's sitting there, and I'm like, "Did you fucking forget to pick her up?" It was literally 30 seconds ago in the movie, so I didn't forget. So
Right?
like, what?
That and she is probably the worst actress in the film. She's terrible.
But Lindsay, did you hear that she's really hot? I've been told
Several
that
times.
several times. And then at one point, I had to find this clip too. There's just so many goddamn clips. I'm so sorry.
We should have just watched the movie during this.
Right?
So there's times where he calls her because that's how he gets found out that he's actually an informant or whatever, or he's like undercover. And the one time he calls her and there's a phone effect, like you do like, you know, whatever, you make it sound like she's on the phone. Okay. And the next time they do it, he's talking to her outside and it's like she's standing right next to the camera.
They're on to me and they just tried to do me in.
So now what do you want to do?
Well, since Thor and Beck is basically no help to me, I'm on the run until I bring these guys down.
You can't do it alone. I'm coming in.
Just add a little high pass filter on there. It'll make it sound like it's on a phone, but nope, they forgot. Let's go for it.
It was probably she was reading the lines just to hit the timing right.
And they're like,
They never
oh yeah,
re-recorded.
exactly. That's 100% what happened.
That's like the ADR at the restaurant. There's
Oh, their mouths aren't even moving.
and then you can tell she forgot her lines at one point and looks down and then continues on. But the ADR had to fit the mouth movements. So it's super awkward and just weird sounding.
I loved it. I loved it. I like every time they do a deal in this movie, it turns into a shootout. Like how can you do business if every deal is a shootout?
I think Sidar just stands there.
Right?
Too fat
paid to move.
Not paid.
Well, and then poor Joe Estevez, they make him run in this movie.
Oh,
He's so
He's always out of breath.
He
He's
gets
just so
done
disheveled
dirty.
looking.
Done dirty.
Yeah, why does if he's gonna kill him, why does he like wait and tell him to drop his gun and?
What did you guys think of Christopher, whatever this asshole's name is, fight sequence where he did like hand?
Well, he's supposed to be a master in like 8 different martial arts.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Look at this.
This
is
There's a lot of fun jumping up on the wall.
I think
But
he was
that
hitting him there with
Kelly
his
guy,
dick.
he's got some moves. I mean, he does some
actually
kicks and
had
stuff.
He probably actually has like fighting experience.
Kick that window real good.
Well, it's hard to do a high kick in jeans from the buckle.
I just think like for your first movie, it's very ambitious to direct and star in it, and when it's an action film, like that's he should have
Direct
been
star
behind the camera.
film compose.
Right.
It's a lot.
So anything else, guys, with the Meltdown?
That, and I think Sean pointed this out in the was it Sean? Somebody pointed it out in the comments, I don't know. But this is almost a straight rip-off of The Departed. Because Martin Sheen was in that one. In this one, you have Joe Estevez, and you have the undercover guy and all this kind of stuff, and the big head gangster guy. It's very much
Jack Nicholson was the big head
Departed, though?
gangster guy.
Yeah.
Who was the undercover guy? Was it
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo and the
And there's the woman that's involved via Farmiga. There's a lot of similarities.
That's a great movie, but I forget it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good movie. That's 2017 Departed.
No, it's
Right?
not.
No,
Is
it's
that right?
not.
When
It's
was
like
that? That's the TV
2007.
show. I'm sorry. 2007.
It's older than this movie, I bet. It's early 2000s.
That's what I was wondering. I couldn't remember if it was.
At one point, they like go into like a motel room and there's some hacker
2006.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
He
And
wins
is that
best
a
actor.
hand-drawn pizza box?
Yeah,
I hope so.
You work with what you
we
got.
did- Chris, you didn't play the pizza guy clip.
What was the pizza guy?
Oh.
I have a pizza for you and a note for Dragon.
Oh, I didn't pull that.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
That's an interesting name, Dragon.
And then there was that other girl, the waitress lady.
Oh,
Didn't she
yeah.
have a note too?
And she didn't give it to him until she was walking away. She's like, "Oh, and here's this
Oh,
note."
right.
Everything's so awkward. Like everyone, you can tell is just physically uncomfortable on camera, and it's just so bad.
In a great way, though.
I know.
Are they even in the same room?
Probably
No.
not.
I like how this guy gets shot so many times.
Mm-hmm. Sparks come out his back.
What is?
That's how it works, Lindsay.
Oh my god.
Epic ending. All right, that's it for Meltdown. Unless anything has.
You
anything
could
else to
talk
say.
for hours
I-
about
there's
this
just
movie.
no point.
There's
Yeah.
so much shit
There
to
is-
dig through.
There is 0% of competency in this thing. So literally every scene could be picked apart and made fun of in some way. If you wanted to. Not that we would ever do that.
Not that we're the type of people that do that stuff.
No, of course not. Does anyone have any hypotheticals?
Hypotheticals?
Oh, we haven't
Or,
done that
I'm sorry.
segment,
Alternate titles. Alternate titles. Sorry, I'm trying to do many things at once.
Let me think.
I do not have any alternate titles. I think Meltdown is pretty fitting
accurate.
for this movie.
Pretty accurate.
Okay, so I'm the only one who has some? Are you fucking kidding me, guys? I can't do this without Aaron. Okay. All right.
Titty down.
Meltdown.
These are awful because I was hoping Aaron had a shit ton. This feel like a movie Aaron would have a shit ton. Suburban Mafia. Secret Agent Mophead. Which... Oh, wrong picture. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Look at that thing.
It looks so greasy.
And then I got stuck.
I mean, that's a haircut that like teenagers had at the time.
Yeah.
Like 14-year-olds had
Lindsay,
that haircut.
he is only 46 years old. Okay? He's 30 years from teenagers. It's
You're
close.
insulting a decorated veteran.
Sorry. It's got 27 Purple Hearts. All right, I went off. Hair of the Mop, movie of the schlock. Sorry. Die-tirement, because everyone was fucking old as shit.
Yeah, right?
Robert Zadar thoroughly chewed and then ate all of the scenery because he's massively overweight in this movie. And that's it. That's all I had. And no one else sent any in this week.
Damn.
Yeah. What happened? What's going on, people?
I think a lot of people couldn't make it through.
Right?
You think that's what happened?
And it was a holiday
That's a rough
weekend.
one. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Holiday
Rebecca, would
weekend.
you recommend The Meltdown?
I think, like we said, if you're watching it with some people, it's gonna be a fun time to enjoy. But this is not something you can sit down on your own and make it through in an enjoyable way.
Yeah, it took me 2 sessions to finish.
It always does, Steve.
Well, only if you're from the UK.
Oh, we'll get there. So, Spiv, you wouldn't recommend?
I think if it's like you were saying, you know, if you're with a group of guys and you want to watch a bad movie, this is one to put on. But if you're just home alone and bored, never.
AJ.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way as Spiv. I don't think I recommend it. It's just like, I don't know. I think also because it's an action movie and so many of the scenes are just so redundant with like the shootout scenes. They just like the same thing over and over. It's too much for me. I can't do it. I'm not recommending it.
Lindsay.
I would recommend it. Mostly in a group setting, but if you're at all curious, I mean, even if you just skim through to different sections and just watch for like 2 minutes, you're gonna see some crazy shit. And I think Jason Case, he did a super chat. Yes, he's the one that said it was like The Departed.
Oh, thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Yeah,
Thanks,
he
man.
says it's a glorious embarrassment because the movie is unintentionally incompetent version of The Departed with low budget. Yes. I didn't pick up on the Departed thing, but now that you guys say that, I'll have to go back and watch The Departed for the plot beats. Yeah, like I said, this is the movie I try to hunt down these kind of things. So these are great when you're watching with other people. Yeah, by yourself, they're fucking awful. They're fucking awful because it's like you want to look over and be like, "Did you guys see that?" And you just can't because no one else is there. No, if you're a reasonable human being, you don't watch this movie. No, of course not. So,
Sure.
all right, Rebecca, do we have a game?
So I came up with a game on FBI agents, and I'm like, never mind. So instead, I have a Trivial Pursuit card that I'm going to read.
Ooh.
Okay.
And because I like this movie, am phoning it in.
Okay, we'll do the bumper and then we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of puppet, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly questionable.
Shall
All right, so this is from Trivial Pursuit Pop Culture Edition, which was out in the 2000s. So,
Do I need to share a screen or anything?
no.
Okay.
Nope. All right, first one is TV category. What two letters of the alphabet, according to Craig Kilborn, would sponsor Ozzy Osbourne's appearance on Sesame Street?
Craig Kilborn. Wow, this is an old one.
2 letters that would sponsor
letters.
Ozzy. What?
P has got to be one of them. I don't know.
Why would P?
Because he peed on the Alamo.
Oh, and he ate a bat. PB. Bit of head off a bat.
Peanut butter?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have nothing.
It is FNU.
Oh, on Sesame Street?
Obvious.
What Cuban... Oh, this is fads. What Cuban dance's most popular forms are the Colombia, the guaguanco, and the yambu?
The lambada?
Yeah, sure. The lambada.
The whatchamacallit, with the swivelly hips.
What?
The samba. The samba.
Working?
Samba?
Oh.
It is the rumba.
Rumba.
Wait, is that the vacuum cleaner thing?
No,
Roomba.
that's a Roomba.
All right, I don't know.
Next one is buzzworthy. Who had to have her favorite dog, Pharos, put down after it was mauled by one of Princess Anne's bull terriers?
Who the fuck is Princess Anne for one?
Oh, I would guess Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, probably Queen Elizabeth. She has corgis, right?
You know why? Why I don't know who Princess Anne is? Because fucking Queen Elizabeth had her fucking executed after that shit happened. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth.
It is Queen Elizabeth II. Anne is her daughter. She's her second born. You gotta watch The Crown. You get all of that information there. But yeah, Pharos was a corgi. No match for the bull terrier. Next up is music. What musician had a fatal heart attack 1 month after his last gig at Chicago's Soldier Field in 1995?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf is still alive.
I did think of Robert Zadar when he was singing as like, what would his stage name be? And it was like, I don't know, something similar to Meatloaf, Beef Loaf or something.
Pot roast?
Pot roast.
Potato chip.
Burrito.
Oh, man, I don't...
Who died?
I have no
95.
idea.
Had a heart attack. He was the lead singer of a band.
Oh, shit.
A band.
Eddie Vedder.
He's still alive.
He's still alive as well.
Jeremy is
I
still
can't
speaking,
remember.
okay? To this day. Actually, he's not.
The blind melon guy.
No, he died of drug. Oh,
He was
oh,
really-
what's that guy? No, wait, it's the guy.
Lane Staley?
It's the fat guy who plays the harmonica.
No, he's not.
No,
dead.
he's still alive. Blues
Oh, fuck you
Traveler.
guys.
He's
Fuck you
skinny
guys.
now.
Yeah.
Did it
Yeah,
He
now?
had
Yeah.
a weight loss surgery. 'cause
You
he had a
are
heart
right
attack.
with a heavier guy. Older.
Older, heavy.
I tend to think of this band more as like 70s.
I can't think of who it is.
70s
It
fat
is-
guys.
Jerry Garcia.
Oh,
Grateful
duh.
Dead?
I thought he died earlier than that.
Nope, 95.
I know
Wow.
nothing of the Grateful Dead because
Yeah.
I do not enjoy them at all. No offense.
Next up is movies. What Matthew Broderick movie features an epic encounter with a Komodo dragon?
Matthew Broderick.
You know,
Godzilla.
Matthew Broderick like murdered somebody and like
Secret
Yeah.
Code?
Mhm.
What was it? He
That's-
murdered someone?
Oh,
Yeah,
so
no,
he's
that's
been
right.
in a
Yeah.
lot
The
of
Komodo
movies.
dragon?
Horrible.
Godzilla.
It's like a children's movie. Oh, maybe it is Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla.
Or would that be too late for this Trivial Pursuit?
That's an
card?
iguana that gets radioactive fallout on it, right?
War
Um,
games.
I feel
Godzilla's
like it's like a
like a
children's
dinosaur.
movie.
Bueller?
Project
is?
X.
Cable guy.
The Freshman.
Oh, that's right.
I don't remember that movie.
Yeah, no, that's Brendan
Dustin
Fraser.
Hoffman? What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Mrs.
Isn't
Robinson.
Marlon Brando in
That's
that?
Freshman, right?
Is everyone in that movie?
Everyone's in it.
Last one, sports and games.
She didn't
What
answer
red-
any of our questions about the freshman. Marlon Brando and Penelope Ann Miller.
What red slugger distracted Cardinals fans on Lou Brock Bobblehead Day by clubbing Homer number 500?
Mark McGuire.
Mark
No, he's-
McGuire.
This is a Reds, not
John
a
Rocker.
Cardinal.
Oh, not a
John
Cardinals.
Rocker. John
What
Rocker.
red slugger?
Oh, jeez. Who
John Rocker.
knows?
No
Baseball
idea.
make baseball face.
Right.
He's a junior.
I don't know what the
was
fuck
he
that
on the
means.
Reds?
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh.
He was on the Reds for a
there
bit.
you go.
Yep.
I think of him on Seattle.
KGJ.
You got 2 out of 6.
We suck.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
It's more than Meltdown.
That's true.
It's true.
Thank you, Rebecca. Let's
Yep.
move on and read some emails.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
So last week we checked out Death Spa from 1989. Jason Case has a few comments on here. I'm amazed Chris and others haven't commented about me shaving my beard. Jason, that was...
Oh, we definitely
3 months
commented on
ago.
that. I almost ended the fucking podcast.
It was a shock.
It was a
Brought up
while ago.
multiple times.
Yeah, it was a bad day. You know, like Normandy and D-Day, like those are fucking bad. But like this shit was like, Spiv, like I don't know what you were thinking. It was the
Meltdown.
best beard I've ever seen, and you were like, I'm just gonna get rid of
Yeah.
it because I can to rub it in your face.
It was like real mountain man beard.
It was great.
I thought it looked really good too. It's coming back when the weather turns
Well,
cold.
why'd you cut it then?
Because Laura wanted me to. Gotta listen to the
And we
life.
can't
Chris.
watch.
Hey,
we can't watch
it's
Witchcraft
evidently
either,
working
right?
for him because as we'll read here
Well.
soon.
Oh yeah, that's probably my point. I never listened to my wife. Okay, I'll try that.
Yes, try it. It might work. Yeah, Chris, I don't know what movie was the comment from that that Lindsay's referencing.
What'd she say?
The lady from the UK.
Well, I'll get to that because I want to introduce a new segment to the show. We'll get to
Okay.
that after we go through the
Well,
emails.
I will
Oh,
save it
jeez.
then. Okay. Michael Kuhnke says Rebecca is just a
Cookie?
blessing on the world. Glad to see her back every single episode.
Aw.
Nice.
I am a blessing on the world.
And I don't know how
That's
to
what
take
my
this.
mom says.
I don't know how to take this part of the comment, but he says looking forward to Lindsay's hole once she's done preparing it.
Okay.
She has 2 weeks.
Man,
She's going away for 2
everybody,
weeks.
we got some thirsty watchers and listeners,
We've hit that level of internet popularity.
right?
He also asks, does anyone have a good case of mistaken identity for an actor?
Well,
As an example, for some reason, he thought Michael Ironside was a guy on the A-Team that was wheelchair bound until about a year ago, even though he's never seen the A-Team.
Oh,
There's like
that's
three young actors right now that I can't tell apart. It's like Ansel Elgort and 2 other ones. They all
That's
have
made
like,
up of shit.
That's like a
no,
Star
they all have
Wars name.
weird names and they all look the
Ansel
same.
Elgort. I'm looking
Yes.
at shit.
He was in Ready Player One, I think.
Oh my God, Lindsay's right. It's a real human being.
It's
I
a
thought
real
this was the baby
person.
driver guy.
My name
That
is
could be
Fleeble
too.
Wobblebrox.
Because there's him, there's the baby driver guy, and then there's one other, and I'm like, I don't know what the
Oh,
difference
Ansel
is.
Elgort is the baby driver.
He is?
Shit.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Back in
He
the day, they
also-
would have made him change his name.
Right?
Ansel
You are
Elgort.
now John Turner.
Ansel Elgort. Okay. I
His
also
mother is Greta Holby.
Oh my
I thought he was the kid who was in Spider-Man though, the new ones, which I haven't seen.
That's Tom Holland.
No,
Tom
yeah,
Holland,
that's Tom
who
Holland.
also is Ansel Elgort is Holland. Holland is Finkel.
Finkelgort.
You also have that guy who plays the Winter Soldier guy. What the hell is his name? Who
Sebastian Stan?
Sebastian Stan, who looks like so many people to me. He's just so generic. Guy. But he's playing Tommy Lee in an upcoming movie about Tommy Lee and Pam
and Pam Anderson.
Called Sex Tape.
It sounds like that should be like a TV
Sex
series.
in the Time. I don't. Yeah, it should be an HBO series.
But is he going to be able to play the drums while spinning upside down?
We've seen that live.
I know we have.
Unimpressed.
Like a role for
That was
Nicolas
so
Cage,
bad.
if I've ever heard one, honestly.
I was.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's a ton. That was a question I need to think about. What was the first thing he said, though? I had a comment about it in his comment.
He says, maybe I have a little bit of whatever is wrong with Chris.
No. You were talking about Lindsay's hole.
Oh, Lindsay's hole, yes.
Which
He's looking forward to it.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
once she's done preparing.
Well, but you guys are criticizing it like some weird sexist thing, but like we comment, everything is everybody's hole, so it's just,
right? No, I don't take any offense by it. No, I thought it was funny.
Yeah. And she's gonna work on something. We'll be
got
surprised.
A couple ideas.
She's preparing her hole.
Okay, good.
I'll think about it while I'm on vacation.
Well,
have you been douching?
Lindsay, you need to watch the movie Prophecy. Is it no? What was that? What was that movie called with?
Christopher Walken?
No, Prophecy.
Prodigy.
Progeny. That's where that's from.
Oh my god!
Go watch that. It's got Wilford Brimley asking people if they've been douche, and it is a great time.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Let's see here. What else? Jason Case agrees with us, I think, if I remember last week's show, that most likely Catherine the Ghost killed the characters using the exercise machines and the other things that weren't computer controlled.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, there's no explanation.
No.
Let's see. He recalls. Yeah, we already talked about that. Mike DeRosier says he's seen The Slayer last year. And it was all right from what he can remember. Slayer. I've seen Slayer
on their
too.
12-year-long retirement tour.
My hearing in my right ear is still gone from that show. David Black, another great one. The lightning striking out the perfect letters was amazing. Yeah, that really set the tone there in the opening. He had 2 alternate titles: Sweating to the Fatalities.
That's good.
And Getting Ripped.
Yeah, those are good too.
Yeah. And wrapping it up for comments this week, Jason Case, Masters of the Universe is highly entertaining, terrible movie because the movie was intentionally made as a serious movie. I like Masters of the Universe.
Is it too good to do on the show? I haven't seen it. In
I would
20
think
years.
so, but it has nothing to do with the cartoon.
No, nothing, and hardly any of it's on Eternia. It's all on Earth they had no budget.
When I think back to Masters of the Universe, I get it confused with Beastmaster. Is that a problem?
Beastmaster is so much better.
Oh, is it?
I've
so
never
much
seen
better.
Beastmaster.
Oh, it's fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
The Master of the Beasts. They made like 4 of them too, right?
Yeah, the sequels are stupid.
Okay.
The second one has Wings Hauser in it as the bad guy, though. They travel in time.
Is that a positive? I don't know if that's.
No, the second one is a good bad movie, but
Okay.
Masters of the Universe, I think it. Oh, they were supposed to do a sequel or something, and then they
You
were
mean
all
reboot.
this is talking about Golan and Globus, Canon Films. They were supposed to do a sequel or something and a live action Spider-Man movie.
Oh,
But then
really?
they went
I saw the trailer
bankrupt.
for that
Yeah.
live action Spider-Man.
And so the movie Cyborg has a bunch of costumes left over from like the Masters of the Universe sequel.
Oh, we've
stuff
covered
like
Cyborg before previously
Mhm.
on this show. Okay. Is that all the emails, Viv?
That's our emails for this week, Chris. If
Okay.
people want to leave more, they know what to do. So
John Cavender just added in YouTube that the star of Meltdown should play Vince Neil in that sex tape movie.
Oh my god, that would be great. Dude, I was on Facebook and I saw a post from some like heavy metal thing. It was like the singer of Rat recently performed at some fair in Texas and it was awful. And I was like, oh yeah, I love this shit. And I watched it and I was like, it was fine. It wasn't
Not that
Vince.
bad.
No, it was like, okay, yeah, his voice isn't as good as it was, but it's like not Vince Neil level or Axl Rose level. And he was like, he was like,
Vince Neil had to just walk off the stage. At least he could finish his show.
Vince Neil was like eating tacos while he's singing. This guy was like 45 pounds. He looked like he was like not looking healthy, but he was still way better of a singer. Anyways, all right. So send your emails in, comment. We'll read them on the show. Thank you for doing that, Spiv. Now, the new segment.
The new segment. I'm ready.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I genuinely love this film, so the video title caught my eye, but I have to say, I stayed for Spiv. As an older woman, I don't know whether I want to fuck him, or adopt him. There, got that off my chest at 5 AM in the UK. Love the banter by the way. I think I'll stick around.
I like it. I like it. Right.
We'll see if that comes back up again, but that was our Cougar
Oh
Corner.
my god, that was
good.
amazing.
Viv, quite the
You need some,
Yes,
you need some
I'm used to
Angela
it, I'm used to it.
Lansbury pelvic thrust to go over that.
I'll remember that for the
A
next Cougar Corner.
massage.
A massage.
We will see if we get any more comments from older women, which we approve of on this show and are welcoming to.
Definitely.
All right. Are you guys ready? So that's Meltdown. We've done everything.
Ready for the wheel.
There's one more thing to do.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
I have no stake in this because I'll be gone.
Wait, hold on. I got too many wheels opened up. Is this
We got
the right one?
Meltdown off of it. That's
Hold
the
on,
good
hold
news.
on.
We got to shelve witchcraft, right?
All right, here we go. Sharing audio and this. Let's see what we got. Bam.
Boy,
Ooh.
reloaded.
have
They're all black.
They're
I
all
like that.
black.
Yep. We have Witchcraft 3. God awful. Worst movie of the year, easily. Mind Warp, Bruce Campbell sci-fi action adventure movie. Merlin's Shop, which looks like a fun fantasy inspired movie. I went back to the 70s for Outpost Zeta, some
That sounds
sci-fi thing. And then we got a recommendation, which I want to read because I will do that for new people. Hello, my name is Karam Zagor, and I am suggesting you to... I'm sorry if I butchered your name, by the way. I am suggesting you to review the overlooked 1991 horror movie Body Parts, which stars Jeff Fahey, Brad Dourif, and here's the film poster. So that is what I added to the list. And if you want to get your movie on the wheel, please send us a recommendation. Now, if you're like all these people, you know, David Black, Jason K, Sean, Irene, Paul, Mike W. Well, actually, not Mike W. because he's gone. Yeah, we've done a lot of your movies, so I will add them eventually. But, you know, if you haven't recommended one before, it'll make it.
I don't know if we'll add Irene's movies.
Well,
That's a different show.
Irene's movies I watch in my private time, which are like weird, whatever she sends for some reason.
80s German porn.
She's like, you like extreme weird porn? Add this to the wheel.
Have I got one for you?
All right, are we ready to spin?
I'm ready. Let's do
Do
it.
it.
Here we go. Remember that one time I spun on the wheel and it didn't work right?
Yeah.
It was like,
click,
broke the
click,
wheel.
click.
here we go.
Oh, Merlin's
fantasy.
Shop of wondrous treasures or
Merlin's
something.
Shop, dude. I am excited. Like, I
This is
don't get
gonna be so
excited for
fun.
fantasy movies ever, but this I am excited for.
Do it.
Just let me find the trailer, Spiv. Merlin's Shop.
Do it.
Let's check out that trailer.
I'm not so sure your mother would approve of you watching all that scary stuff just before going to bed.
All right.
So,
That looks interesting.
remember last week when I was like, it's got an old man in it? It was Ernest Borgnine. I had it wrong.
It wasn't Mickey Rooney.
It wasn't Mickey Rooney. Ernest Borgnine.
Or Mickey Rourke.
He's old now, right?
So I think the full movie is available on YouTube if you search for it. I know Mystery Science Theater covered it at some point, so you're probably going to find that. Otherwise, you can rent it on Amazon for a couple bucks. I say rent it on Amazon for a couple bucks. It's probably worth it. That's
is this Merlin's Shop of Mystical Wonders? Is
Merlin's Shop of Mystical Wonders from 1996.
Wow.
The plot description is: adults remain unconvinced when the famous wizard appears in the 20th century to dazzle a modern day audience. I don't know. Looks interesting though, right?
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Horror fantasy? I have no idea.
Horror fantasy, yeah.
That's what
There's
it says.
a lot of stuff in that trailer.
Oh, Lindsay's not here.
Nope.
Well, Lindsay, we will miss you for the next 2 weeks, but I hope you have a great vacation. John Dunning of They Said We Said will be here next week and probably the following week unless he gets busy or too cool for us. But either way, hopefully Aaron is back as well. And we are watching Merlin's Shop of Mystical Wonders. If you liked the show, please go on iTunes or YouTube or wherever you are and like that shit. Slap that up with the like button. Leave a review. It helps out the show. Join us here every Monday night around 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live. And get your comments in, and we obviously share them while we're doing the show. So join us. It's a fun time. And then watch Merlin's Shop of Wonder. Oh, wait. And I forgot about the Patreon. How could I forget? Every week we do the pre-show. We get the Slack. You can join it for $2 a month. It costs a lot to run this thing. StreamYard, Libsyn, all that crap. It adds up. So if you like us and you support us, you can go on patreon.com/badmovienight show. We will catch you here next week, guys, for Merlin's Shop of fucking
Mystical Wonders.
Mystical Wonders. Thank you, AJ. Good lighting, by the way, AJ. I like the little hint of red.
Oh,
That's
thank
good
you.
stuff.
A little
Yeah, it's very
ambiance.
nice. Yeah, very ambiantic. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Ambiantic.
Goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.